Hey, it's random pop culture news freak here once again, aka Mr. Man, whoever any guys are arrested should not record his channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, of course, all my other social media platforms. Like, in case the channel gets shut down, channel ban like Brighty on B Shoot, Minds Odyssey, Reddit, just in case the channel gets shut down. God forbid it, shadow ban, hacked, or DDoS, what have you. Anyways, I was like 4 or 5 days old. This one actually came out from June 20th, 4 days old. So the other ones were like 5, 7 days old, a little bit older. Almost from Distractify, I didn't feel like reading that one because that freaking website gives me way more problems compared to NPR, so I didn't read it on there. Or Redditors. But links to description box down below if you want to check any of those out. But playing some old school Street Fighter / some King of Fighters music in the background again. Can't get enough of that. I've been on a natural freaking high off of that freaking music for a while now, for like over a month at least. And some other old school stuff from the mid late 2000s, early 2010s, the stuff I grew up in high school and community college at that time. Nostalgia. It's the most beautiful legal thing you ever had. And it's not a drug use, thank God. So anyways, links to description box down below if you don't want to hear me read this. But 3 other things I wanted to talk about really, really fast. I'm just going to mention them briefly, the news stories. Heard about it, got a credit to my dude Neon from Clownfish TV and Geeky Sparkles. They talked about it earlier. I do Justin Roiland, again, he's in the news, but he's getting completely replaced by this other guy named Dan Stevens, was called from this show called Solar Opposites. So I'll probably talk about that. If not tomorrow, it'll probably be a Monday. So there's that. And there's a new episode of Hello Boss, so I'll probably react to that Sunday or Monday, tomorrow or Monday, because I only heard about it 2 hours earlier, but you know how it is when it comes to that show, Vivzy Pop, man. Absolute god tier level of freaking animation when it comes to their stuff. Freaking chef's kiss, in my opinion. You know, it's a little bit of bloody and goriness, so it's just a fucking 2D animation cartoon, so it's not that bad, in my personal opinion. So there's that. And there was a third thing I wanted to talk about real quick. Oh, yeah, I know Nintendo Direct did their little Direct thing on Wednesday. I decided to skip all over that thing, and I'll watch half of it for myself. The other half I'm going to keep personally, because I know there were 2 Pokemon things that were announced on there. I'll probably do that in a separate video on Monday, so stay tuned for that later. Let's get back to the main news at hand. This comes from Bill Chappelle. I don't know if he's related to Dave Chappelle. I doubt it, though. Because Andrew Tate is indicted. I'm human, you know that, and very bad, evil, bad acting, harmful charges in Romania. Again, this is from June 20th of 2023. This is an update. I heard about this a while ago. Like I said before in the video, like 4 or 5 days ago that I did. I didn't feel like talking about that other one because I was way too lazy about it. About how he said everything that anybody that watches anime, manga, and reads manga, and plays video games is a fucking loser. Sore loser. That's what he said. I decided not to cover that one because I was way too lazy to talk about it. Not because I got under my skin and pissed me the fuck off or any of that thing. It didn't trigger me or any of that stuff because this dude's kind of just a clown already. But anyways, let's move on. Let's start it. So some Romanian prosecutors have filed a criminal indictment against social media news stars Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate, accusing the pair of acting as serious crimes that range from violent and harmful charges on human, organized crime rings. Andrew Tate and his fellow defendants are accused of luring several women to his properties, a Romanian conspiracy that began in 2021, which is old news already. We already knew about that. But what the country's directorate, hopefully I'm saying that right, Directorate of Investigations of Ordinary Crime and Terrorism, dubbed as, quote, loverboy ploy, making false promises of romantic relationships to gain control over another person. But after entering Tate's sphere of influence, the women were done all those things, allegedly. I gotta say redacted for that one, because I don't know what else to say about that, because I want YouTube to fucking shut my channel down. And forced to make those things with videos. And one of the women was repeatedly, fortunately held against the will in March of 2022, according to the prosecution agency known as DTOCT. So there's that. And also goes on to say, let's mixing the music up a little bit. To control victims, prosecutors allege that Tate and the other defendants would use intimidation and constant surveillance, along with the conjuring allegations or alleged debts of the women who want to repay. In other instances, in October 2021, the illegally accused woman on social media accounts to compromising images of her. When a woman was refusing to make her, OF, in the same month, she was met with physical, prosecutors say. I gotta say redacted again. I hate doing that shit, but I have to fucking know it. It sucks. Let's continue forward. Crimes are alleged to have taken place in the United States, Great Britain, and Romania. Tate was arrested last December, which of course everyone knew now. It's literally half a year ago now. Courts have repeatedly extended his 30-day detention period since then, although he and his associates were allowed to serve home detention as of late March. Andrew Tate said that he has moved to Romania in 2017 as least in part to avoid potential criminal charges for his actions. Says, quote, Romania remains a prior source country for those things, unfortunately, and a whole bunch of other stuff I can't say on YouTube, which fucking sucks ass, but I gotta keep biting my tongue, unfortunately, for that. According to the United States Department, and it's reported on the trafficking, Tate brothers and 2 Romanian women and their co-defendants remain under house arrest. Under Romania's criminal justice system, the case is now in the hands of the Bucharest Tribunal. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sounds like something from the Superman and Batman thing from DC Comics, so it's real though. It's freaky art imitates life stuff. Which would then decide the next step of resolving the case. Likely by setting a trial date. There is no other word yet on when this may or not have happened. As it was announced in the indictment, the detoxed also recommended the confiscation of a number of properties of assets and real estate of 3 Romanian counties, including 15 luxury cars. The list also included hundreds and thousands of dollars in currency. Oh, and of course, the NFT cryptocurrency crap. My personal opinion is a fucking scam. Tate has denied the charges against him, saying that the investigation was prompted by evidence, but by other motives. Says, quote, I guess this is Mr. Tate talking himself. Might as well do that fake Romanian ass he has. Like, I'm sure the case has absolutely nothing to do with stolen wealth, as Tate said via Twitter on Tuesday. Tate insisted the authorities to not have evidence against him, but he recently said they had expected the charges to be formally filed by saying the prosecutors for 6 months' time, 6 months of time limit in the charges against him, I guess. Yeah, so fast overall thoughts, and opinions. I'm just going to say 2 other things. I guess he decided to grow his hair out a little bit more like he did before, when he used to be a kickboxer before 2017. Because I think from like 2006 to 2008, way back in the day, like sophomore, junior, senior year of high school, way back one, because I think he's like 38, 39, so he's a little older than I am. So there's that. So, not surprised. I guess he decided to like make himself less identifiable. Because I remember the first time he got back to his house again, back in his mini luxury mansion in Romania, he ended up taking a big giant cigarette and just smoking the living crap out of that thing. Which, my personal opinion, that's disgusting. I don't really like any of that shit. I know it's each his own. Now, some of you guys out there, you probably like to vape, you probably like to do your weird marijuana. So you know what? I have nothing against that at all. I'm not saying you're a pussy for not doing it, but I'm not saying, oh, you're gonna cut your life short. Hey, you want to do that? Be my guest. I'm totally fine with that. That's your fucking life. You live it the way how you want to live it. Just prepare to pay the consequences later on when you're a 70, 80-year-old man or woman or anything else you want to identify as. No, that's stupid on the third part. And then the second part I'll say is that this dude kind of fucked up already his career. Like, YouTube doesn't want him no more. Twitter completely unbanned. I think they unbanned him already from Twitter and Instagram. I think Facebook, he's permanently banned over there, and YouTube. These 2 social media sites, they don't want him there at all. Period. So I'd be surprised he ends up going to the alternative media sites like Rumble or what's it called, Kick. He'll probably make a shitload of extra money if he goes on Kick. I wouldn't be surprised. Unless that dude Trainwrecks TV has something to say about it. He may not be able to be there anymore. As far as his brother Tristan Tate goes, he's probably going to be completely let go off all the charges, in my personal opinion. He looks like a lot more the innocent one compared to Andrew Tate, where he just doesn't keep his loud fucking mouth shut. He just keeps it moving and moving and moving. Doesn't know when to shut his yap. When his lawyers, his district attorney, people that he paid to defend him in court, he decided not to listen to them. He just decided to go off, and that's probably what led him in prison for a long-ass time. So that's my 2 thoughts on that. I don't care if he's the top G or not. I still don't know if he's controlled opposite social engineering, if he's part of the Freemason Illuminati occult and Bilderberg Rockefeller Rothschild. If he is, he's definitely sold the loose for the devil. I hope he didn't, but if he did, it's the biggest mistake he probably made for fame and fortune. But if he didn't, he got it legit. Hey, I'm happy for him. That's all I can say for now, my dear. This is good about down below. Card title sign on finisher. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros win. And boys and fingers, as always, Otakus and Moris. I'll see you when I see you guys today. Good night, wherever in the world there. Says most your kind of include video game industry news and manga news, which is your drama news. Anime manga news I do once in a while. Celebrity gossip news I talk about once in a while. Must news, like I said. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, like drama news. YouTube drama news once in a while, of course. Reaction reviews once every, I don't know, 4 or 5 times out of the month. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Late bye. See you on the flip side. Take it easy. Stay safe from the the jabs, and taking the freaking hydrogel nanobots, evil jab poison crap in your body. And that's it. Take it easy. I'm gone. Stay safe. I'm out of here. Later.